And at least for now, we are live, everybody. Welcome back. Maintain your streaks while the power's still on. Hello, Sapphire. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Luke. Hello, Chiller. How y'all doing today? It has been storming like crazy here. Poor Luke walked down to the coffee shop and on his way back home got hit by that hurricane arm sweeping through or whatever it is. Yeah, it was dramatic. Okay. So the power was flickering earlier, but so hopefully it stays on. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sapphire. It is storming here. Luke walked to the coffee shop and got caught in it on the way home. Luke says, went from nice mist to high wind and rain to get drenched, loser. Yes. Chiller watched 25 consecutive streams. Whoop whoop. Benjamin watched 155 consecutive streams. That work from home flex. All right. Let's see. Oh wow, I have like a bazillion of these. Okay. The actual number is 10, but that's like a bazillion. Benjamin says, y'all keep me sane, what can I say? Which... in this day and age, legitimately, keeping someone sane is such a big ask. Like, I'm honored. I'm just 1 inch high. As long as we can slow the spread. I'm really, really bad at coming up with redeems. I don't know if you've noticed this. The little point buy things. Like, I'm really, really bad at them. I have no clue what I'm doing. Benjamin says, my job has decided to get budget conscious, so no more overtime, no more student workers, and a lot more outsourcing. My latest, like, content binge obsession has been Call of Cthulhu TTRPG actual plays. So I have been making so many jokes about sanity checks. So many. Oh, not you. Okay. Ooh, Sapphire's got dinner going. What's for dinner? Oof. Benjamin says, my skills are programming and customer service, aka jobs that AI has all but eradicated. Don't know what to do. Oof. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew how to help, and I just don't. I don't understand anything that's going on in this world anymore. It's very possible that I never did, but I at least felt more like I did, you know? Ooh, sending a picture in Discord of dinner. All right. I made like a crock pot chicken curry last night. I actually need to share a picture of that. And like, I am so badly wanting to make like crock pot soups. Like, red bean chili. Okay. Planks, simple parts, and paper. Aggressive storm is aggressive. Okay. Can be served with sour cream and cheese. Nice. Let me see if they have any honey I can steal. Boy, do they. Boop. And then hop over to Talking Skull. Okay. Beans, tomato sauce, cumin, chili powder, salt, pepper, and garlic. Ooh. There is a brand that we get sometimes of veggies stuff. Muir Glen or something. But we recently discovered they have these big cans of chili starter. It's organic. It's got all these spices and stuff in it. Tomato, onion. Literally, you just have to add like beans and meat. It's been fantastic. So if that's information that anyone needs, like legitimately brown some hamburger meat, a couple cans of beans, and one of the cans of chili starter, dump it all in a crock pot and just let it simmer for half the day. If you want to make it very, very thick, add refried beans. I say this like I'm an expert. And this is what we've been figuring out. They work really, really well as a chili thickener. Granted, I think all of this works great, but I don't like chili. I don't eat it. I just make it for Luke. All of these, right? Yes. Tomorrow's dinner is meatball tortellini. Ooh. Nice. I've been making a list of soups and trying to figure out which days over the next week or so I can make which soups. I'm ready for soup season. Astrologer and Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor Day. One of my internet friends shared a recipe that she found for chicken and wild rice crockpot soup. It's on the list. Ooh. Let's find out what this is. Aww, it's such a cute guy. Okay. That one might work for Stardew Valley too. Just title it Go Fish. So I've been in a mood to play games on Switch. I have a stack of Switch games sitting on the coffee table waiting for me. Just need to decide which one I'm starting with. I'm currently leaning toward Animal Crossing. But there are 2 Zelda games in this pile. The Inquisitor. Wanna come to the cathedral? Wait. Need someone important? Okay. Go away. Okay. I'll go away. Yeah, but I'm wanting to play Switch games so that I can be curled up on the couch. And I can't stream curled up on the couch, so that would defeat the purpose. idea. 5,000 point redeem. I have to start singing whichever song is currently stuck in my head. What on earth was that noise? I have something to spend points on. I will warn though, like, technically I don't currently have a song stuck in my head. Because earlier I was watching Murder, She Wrote. So it's not a singable song. It's just like that's just looping in my head. And this is why I am the way that I am. Man. Wheat I can bring down. I do. Excellent. Okay. As long as that would be fun for people. Cool. Okay. Luke might have to share his Man Against the Elements story. He had the most dramatic walk home. Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. Not today, though. Luke very much has a story. And I hate to steal a storytelling experience from another writer. Oh yeah, I will need... Okay. Okay. And use walking skull. That. Here's your inventory. Okay, getting there. Nap time. But you can't take naps in Stardew. You can only start the next day. So that could get really frustrating really fast. You know? Alright, Luke. Wind and rain were rough on the way back, but livable. I had to put my umbrella away halfway home because the wind was too much, but it was like, okay, whatever, I'll just get a little wet, it'll be fine. And then it picked up as I was coming onto our street, so I'm getting absolutely soaked, so I take off running, struggling to keep wet flip-flops on, almost home when my backpack slides open and sends my notebook, sketchpad, and brand new book from the library onto the ground. So I had to scoop everything up and book it home with everything sort of heaped up to collapse on the porch. I told you he had a dramatic walk home. Like you just wanted to spend a quiet afternoon in the coffee shop. 4 games, 6 points. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Okay. Oop. 4 beams. 2 beams there. Beams. And just a moment. Grab 2 papers. Luke says I have a poncho in my backpack too. I almost pulled it out, but I was like, nah, it'll be fine. We've had so little rain for so long that I forget how to deal with it. How bad can the rain get? This is how bad the rain can get. Simple parts, that's the other thing. Was not prepared to go from drought to downpour. Yeah, accurate description. Come on. So close. Okay. I actually have a bunch of wine, so it might be okay. Alright. Simple parts. Ooh. Hang on. Lighthouse. Miss Charm needs your help. Okay. Her beloved is imprisoned in the mountain fort. Oh no, he's the one who blew up the northern path. Whoops. Lord Commander wants him dead. Oopsie. Chandler says he sounds like me when I try to get out of bed. Oh, relatable. Alright. He needs Gold Star book. Silver Star book. Okay. We can also give him research about obsidian instead. And we do have that already. We'd have to move fast. Study complete. Where did I put about it? Not just something he already has. There we go. I'm gonna offer him that. That's a lot easier to obtain. Books are really, really hard to get in Graveyard Keeper. It's rough. You can do it, but it's very grindy. About research about obsidian. Okay. I'm very snacky today. I actually brought snacks to stream. I hate to eat on camera. I can't handle the mukbang of it all. But also, I'm hungry. I don't know that reference though. It seems kind of silly to do one that I don't even know. Miss Charm's song. Let's hope this goes well. Actually, we're hoping it goes excellently. So I've been making my own little, it's sort of trail mix, but only what I want. Man, I think that we fell short of an excellent concert, so we're gonna have to do that one again. Yeah, we fell short of it. We did really well, but anyway, so I have pecans, dried cranberries, and white chocolate chips. Oh. Okay, then I'll just need... I'll need more fish. I'll need a lot more fish. Alright. Oh joy. Thank you. Still think at some point off stream I need to just basically spend 2 to 3 days doing nothing but fishing. In-game days, not real days. Like, I need a lot of fish, but I don't want to just sit here trailing off for 3 hours while I'm trying to fish. Oh, I cannot fish in real life. I can't do it. My dad used to take me fishing and he had to stop because I was getting too upset about the poor fish. So, I'm that wimp. He so wanted to be able to share his love of the outdoors with his kids. And he can with my brothers. I'm more indoorsy. I like looking at nature. I don't like killing it. wonder what that is. I'll have to look up another fishing guide. There's one here that I can't identify. Here we go. I need so many fish. Huh? I need to buy a new fishing lure. She's okay. She's been very, very tired. So she lurks in the stream sometimes. She's been playing a lot of hidden object games, taking a lot of naps. But hasn't been up to socializing. Hey, off work early's good. It's loud out there. You're okay. It's just there's only so much that I can implement. Don't want there to be so many options that it gets overwhelming. At some point, I also want to catch a ton more frogs. One of the achievements is for 30 meat slices, and I don't know if it will count frogs or not. I'm hoping that it does, because otherwise there's no way I'm getting it ever. It would just be so sad if I wind up with all but one achievement. Like, I can hear it raining sideways. I keep hearing it against, like, the sides of the buildings. Hey, Boomer. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? I haven't seen this guy do any keeping of the graveyard yet. I did that earlier in the game. How you doing? Surviving the storm? Grass is already perking up. Thank goodness. Oh no, does this mean that we're at an age where when it rains, we can stand on the porch looking at it and going, we needed this? Rumor says that comparatively they had little storm. I mean, compared to the full-blown hurricane people, we're also getting little storm, but it's still not fun to be caught in. Oh man. Boomer says I have a good friend in Georgia that has no power, roof damage, and downed trees. We were to chat today, but now it's next week. Yeah, understandable. I mean, the property damage is awful, but I'm glad they're okay. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That. Okay. Knack while he does his little sermon. See, we've kept all over this graveyard. Chandler thinks, I wish I could preach a sermon saying our church is great and people leave saying how great the sermon was. Oh man. Not there. Let's go there. Okay. It's almost the weekend. Every so often that'll just hit me. Like, oh wait, weekends, those are nice. Oh, finally. Just have to build a new rack, apparently. Goofy game. Black beers on pallets. Okay. I need 3 stars for Miss Charm. I need 2 for rat races. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I feel like I have been to some churches where the sermon primarily amounted to "our church is great." They were always ones that were angling for mega church status. Just saying. Hey Greek, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Man, Boomer says, I went through a couple tropical storms with Mom. The longest power outage was 30 hours. Downed tree limbs always missed her house and car for over 20 years. She was watched over. Man, no kidding. Okay. Her yard, now my niece's, has many trees, by the way. I can believe it. Thank you. Okay. Do I need a new zombie or I need to move a zombie? Probably just move a zombie. I think. He's okay. Mm-hmm. Hang on a second. Can't do it right now. Okay. I'll come back to it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Princess needs to start keeping snacks on hand, so yeah, this would be a good motivator. Okay. Life is better with more snacks. Not catch frogs at night? Doing something wrong. Maybe he sleeps for a little bit. A very little bit, since he's not tired. But it's still helpful for him. Hey, Curix, how are you today? Welcome, welcome. Glitch, nails, and bees. Okay. Last hour of work on a Friday. Work is slow, thought I'd stop by. Ah! Probably get suddenly swamped 5 minutes before you're supposed to clock out. Well, welcome. Glad you could drop in. Ooh. Alright, I have to go fix my rusty axe. What I should probably do is make myself a nice new one, but... Eat snack might need to be more than 100 points. I don't know. The snacking redeem might not be a bad idea. Maybe. You'll need to have a longer cooldown than the others too. I think longer cooldown is the main thing. I have AB. Okay. 300 points, the 10-minute cooldown. That makes sense to me. So, we might have a new redeem next week. I'm just having little nibbles. Oh yeah. Well, Luke has one more hour before he can play Zelda. So close. Get a box of raisins and just eat one raisin every 10 minutes. Something like that, yeah. Might be like 3 raisins every 10 minutes. Close to the first star. Need 3 of them. What on earth is the bait for frogs? Oh, wait. You know what? I bet I have too good of a fishing rod. Yep, that was the problem. Okay. It's like, oh no, I broke frogs. Hang on. I want to catch 3 of them for now. I keep having that problem where like I'll get so sucked into game that I don't notice physical needs, and then when I stop gaming, like, oh wow, I'm so hungry I'm shaky. When did that happen? So, snacks. I'm gonna need a lot of frogs. And again, I don't even know if frogs work for the achievement. but I hope they do. The snack shop is open. Oh, she remembers the third graveyard keeper. He was smart. She's the one who taught him how to make zombies. Okay. That makes sense. Just trying so hard to get, like, all of the achievements at this point. Do I need all of the achievements? No. But they look attainable, and frequently getting all of the achievements in something is not attainable, so it sounds awesome. Like, there are games where I've just absolutely accepted I will never have all the achievements. Like, I will never have all of the achievements for Stardew Valley. It's not going to happen. There's too many achievements that involve Journey of the Prairie King. It is never going to happen. But I also have some games where I'm like really, really close to getting all of the achievements, and they are doable. Well, if I'm close and they're doable, then it would be nice to be able to say, you know, I did them all. So I'm trying to hunt down like my last few achievements in a few different games. Luke says, I'd like to 100% a few Zelda games, but there's so much to do. As a teenager, I almost got Ocarina of Time, but there was one heart piece I never found. Oh, that's sad. Rex says, I've never gotten to floor 99 or anywhere close to any of these 0 islands in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of the Sky. There are a decent amount of very challenging dungeons in that game. See, this would be the equivalent that I am never going to beat Journey of the Prairie King in Stardew Valley. It's not gonna happen. I have fully accepted this. I'm okay with it. Baldur's Gate 3, there's a few achievements that I don't have that would be nice to get. I do not at all care about the achievement for beating the game on honor mode. I'm not that honorable. No, I don't want to beat the game on the hardest difficulty. That doesn't sound fun. Catch a few frogs real quick. Like, I have, I think, all of the Cyan Worlds games. Or as close as you can get. But looking at it, most of my games that I'm like really, really close on are Cyan Worlds. And like all 1 or 2 achievements left. Man, I have to play this whole big game again just to get like 1 achievement. So close. Like Riven, I have all but 2 achievements, but they're both late game achievements. And I don't think that I have a save game early enough to get them with. I am going to check though. Chiller says, haven't 100%ed a game in a long time. I kind of only recently started doing that. Don't know why. Sense of false accomplishment or something? Last time I did was Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy on Xbox 360. Ah! I did that one once, but it was PC, so it didn't save. It says I used to get close a lot more often. Super Mario 64 is the only game I can for sure remember. Had to meet Yoshi. Also, so last year when we had COVID, I sat and played Calico start to finish, and I got all of the achievements for it. So it's on Steam as one of my very, very few perfect games. And that kind of bugs me because I didn't try for the achievements. Like, it was all just through basic gameplay. Like, I played through the story, I got all the achievements. And so I don't feel as much like it's an achievement as I would like. So I'm trying to get more perfect games that I had to work for to kind of balance it out. So gonna check on my zombie vineyard, make sure that they've got enough actions queued. Yeah, they're doing fine. They're talking. Chiller and Luke are talking about like early days of the internet and old game achievements and stuff. Chiller says, "Darn it, Luke, when did you and I get so old?" Luke says, "How dare you?" Oh gosh. Mood. I've been thinking recently, you know, I've never beaten Sid Meier's Pirates. I'd really like to go back to Sid Meier's Pirates, play that again. That could be really fun. Maybe I could actually, like, complete it this time. Yeah, the game apparently came out in 2005. Yeah. Which is almost 20 years ago. Ah. Hate that. Oh hey, Carrot says, out of me and my siblings, my brother was the earliest internet pioneer of the three of us, even though he was the middle child. For a very long time, a lot of my internet usage during childhood was strongly influenced by things my brother had found. Same! My brother, the middle child, was also our internet pioneer who found all of the stuff. He was the one, when I was playing Age of Empires games, who would come up and be like, hey, pull up the chat box and put this in. Okay. I can very much remember, see, I was playing Age of Empires 3, and he comes up and it's like, hey, open up the chat box, put in George Crushington. Alright, and I put in George Crushington, and it spawns like a 2 to 3 story high bust of George Washington that hops along like a thing out of VeggieTales and smashes your opponents with its head. Oh. Okay. Age of Mythology had Wovlu, which is my favorite. That one spawned a flying purple hippopotamus that I believe is wearing a top hat, and it spits rainbows at your opponents. And what's the other one? Bok Bok Boom, which makes it rain exploding chickens. Boomer asks, why do they design stairs to get steeper as you get older? I don't know, same reason that they designed the street signs to have smaller print. Kirk said, that's funny, my brother was the one who found out about BBZA, how to download ROMs, several YouTube things. Oh yeah, all of the weird websites. He found everything. Chiller says, I think my bones started to creak when I was excited about Banjo and Kazooie being added to Smash Brothers. And I remembered that Banjo Kazooie came out in 1998. Oh dear. I keep trying to remind myself that there's nothing actually wrong with getting older. It is a good thing. It's just that for some reason our culture has put this weird emphasis on new. It's very Logan's Run. Like, only what's new is relevant. It's like, but that's not true. It's weird. And it's just very, very Logan's Run. Says, I was so used to punch cards and teletype terminals that the first CRT I saw looked weird. My mom was a computer programmer, and she says she's just never been able to make the adjustment since they introduced GUI. Says, and there's me over here not really feeling age as things around me hit more milestones in years. What makes me feel ancient is my loved ones hurting and not being able to help them. That's too real. Yeah, like watching age hitting people is rough. Boomer says, one of my engineering courses used paper tape as input. Yes! Chiller says, I remember when I taught 4th grade 3 years ago, I put on Cyber Chase and one of the kids complained about how old the show looked. Ouch. Meanwhile, I had not been allowed to watch Cyber Chase because it was too new. You'll have to ask Lociation. I can never remember what she was programming with. It was back when the screens were black with little green digits on them. Back nabbit. I went there to get something, forgot to get it. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics? It was edutainment, I believe. About all I've got. Okay. Benjamin says, I took assembly in college for fun. I'm going to tell my mom that. When all of us kids got old enough that she didn't need to be like right there on hand all the time, she like celebrated this by taking a couple of anatomy and physiology courses at the local community college for funsies. What a bunch of nerds. Oh man. It says, took me most of the course to create a simple single-screen Atari game. Rocks fell and you dodged them and caught apples. That was the whole game. Took 15 weeks. Yeah. Nowadays I could do that in Godot in 15 minutes. This sounds like more fun than half the AAA games to come out this year. Shots fired! Excuse me, quadruple A. Ooh. Steam recommended a game to me the other day that, like, it sounded like a fun concept, but also, like, to me, the art looked kind of weird. And I was like, kind of looks like they cheaped out on it. Yeah, apparently the art and voices are all AI. There's a ton of negative reviews complaining about it. Luke says, I was so relieved when Nintendo basically said, we'll pass to AI. Like, no, I don't want, like, these dev teams that I love to be replaced by AI. I like these people and their creativity. Benjamin says, I can forgive AI voices for small indie games somewhat, but art commissions are cheap. Personally, I find it, like, charming when small games just use the programmers for the voices. even if they're like terrible voice actors, I just think that it's really, I don't know, it's somehow charming to me when they do it in-house, when the voices are all like the programmers and their family members. Like half of the people doing the voices all have the same last name, and it's like, ah, got the whole family working on this. You know what I mean? Boomer says, you know, Rocks and Apples might just be more successful than Concord. Mm-hmm. Huh? The first Barrow Hill game. I don't know about the second one, I haven't looked into that, but the first Barrow Hill game, all of the people that appear in it, all the voices you hear and everything, yeah, they're all people who worked on the game and like one or two family members. Benjamin says the problem is showing it to people and thinking, oh, I really sound like that. See, you have to find the programmers that don't feel embarrassment. Mm-hmm. And I can probably pull off at least 3 voices. Luke says I can do a ton of voices, it's remembering and keeping them straight on command. I know that, that guy, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but the guy that read the audiobooks for Harry Potter would, like, record a clip of himself for each voice, and then whenever he got to that character, yes, Jim Dale. Jim Dale, the narrator of the Harry Potter audiobooks. Hi, Trumpet. And then he could play back that clip to find the voice again. Benjamin says, I do miss doing voices as a DM. Kurt says, Chiller would be a good voice actor. Glad you made it. The power's been a little bit flickery today, so I've been scared that the stream would die and kill everyone's streaks. Benjamin says I should just bite the bullet by Foundry and learn to DM online. What's your DMing style like? Asking for no reason. Open. Ooh, okay. I get very overwhelmed when it's like fully open like that. After all, I am only 1 inch high, so... Alright, Boomer. Enjoy your lieback. Out of bait. Alright. Alright. need to find more moths and butterflies. Holy. Yes. Minerva McGonagall from the Harry Potter movies. She was also, I believe, the Dowager Countess in Downton Abbey. I believe I first saw her in The Secret Garden as a kid. Playing Mrs. Metlock. 89. Fishman said, in one game my players went from adventurers for hire to crashing an airship from low orbit into the Earth to stop a world-ending lich. So D&D. Desperately trying to gather as many moths as I can. So I'm gonna need, what, like 90 frogs total? I mean, I've already caught a lot of those, but I'm gonna need like 90 frogs. I believe sites like D&D Beyond are still supporting the 2014 rules. Never learned the 2014 rules, have the books, but never had anyone to play with. Huh? Then yeah, learning a new game could be a good one. I do hear very good things about Pathfinder. Trumpet says, I only know the 2014 rules. Same. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the company, but the Pathfinder people are also currently playtesting for an updated edition of Starfinder to match the current version of Pathfinder. So they'll be rolling out their sci-fi version in the near future. So when's Princess gonna DM for us? Ooh. Chiller says, speaking of which, I need to create a character for a game my roommate is DMing Monday evening. Oh ho 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 ho! Do you have an idea of what kind of character you want to play? I have very little play experience and currently no DMing experience. I'm actually currently trying to learn Call of Cthulhu in hopes of running a Halloween one-shot for a couple of friends. Trumpet says, in the one COC game I played, one of our characters went insane. Only one? See, I love game mechanics, so I can learn the rules for a game. I can learn how it works. But like the improv is very outside of my comfort zone. Here we go. Real money. Ooh, and most of our second star. Okay, we're close. Yeah, I downloaded their little like free quick start rule guide. I'm slowly working my way through that. Call of Cthulhu. Have a couple of ideas for what kind of thing I want to run, but I haven't figured out the details yet. The other option is to try to make a little horror-themed D&D one-shot, and then everyone already knows the rules. So one is easier for the people, the other suits the game tone better. Much debate. Oops. Can't just be losing moths like that. Gotta get my head in the game. Let me see if I can get to Clotho before she goes to bed. I don't know if people would even like to play in like, my style. I don't even know what my style is other than Control Freak. Be a lot of fonts. Okay. And go to the quarry. That's going to be the easiest way. One moth. Okay, that's better. Alright. Yeah, I just like nice stories about nice people who experience uncomprehendable horrors, that's all. I'm a simple woman with simple pleasures. Okay. Might just steal some berries too. They keep getting overstocked, so really I'm helping. Okay. Oop. Need more fuel. It says it's been a long time since I played a regular D&D 5e game. I came out here for something. Fuel, that was it. Sheesh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, our game fell apart, and I needed a break after that. But now that I've had a break, I really miss D&D. Love the mechanics, the social element scares me. Okay. We're getting there. Which, in some ways, this is a nice thing about BG3. Like, I can play D&D without having to deal with the social element, but you know, I don't have to improv or deal with above table anything. But on the other hand, like, BG3 does have limits that an actual D&D table would not. Like, thing that bugs me consistently through the game is not being able to get as much lore as I want. Like, there's so many abandoned places where you get little snippets of like what happened there and why it's abandoned, and then that's it, time to move on. And like, but whereas if I was, you know, playing at an actual table, I could pressure the DM, and even if they didn't have something prepared, be like, oh, you care this much about it? Let's put together a little side quest. Well, like they can expand in the direction that the players want to go, but I can't get as much lore as I want in BG3. I got distracted fishing again. Frogs. Need a lot more frogs than that. Like, see, I'm fishing because I have to. I'm never a fan of the fishing. I want to collect everything, and you have to fish to do that. But I would be perfectly happy with a cozy little farming sim that does not have fishing in it. But everyone puts fishing in it no matter how wedged in it is because Stardew Valley has fishing. Yep, missed our chance. Whoops. Okay. True. Minecraft has fishing. But so many of the, like, farming sim games are, like, so obviously just going, well, Stardew Valley was successful, so... And they're trying to, like, tick their way down the list to do everything that Stardew Valley did. Benjamin says Stardew Valley popularized making it a mini-game, and making a mini-game is the problem because 90% of them are bad. Yes. My cozy sim would, of course, have a good fishing minigame. There you go. That's the key. Benjamin says Dredge was a good fish-centric game, but not cozy. I actually have that one on my list. I at least want to check it out in more depth. Ooh. Benjamin says you'd love it, super Lovecraftian. Okay. Fishing game is actually good. Well, even better. Rather chill, funnily enough. At least frogs are easy to catch. Just need to make sure I catch multiples of 3. 6. Mm. 7. 1 second and I'll take care of the hydrate. It's rats. I mostly don't know how to interact with them. I don't know how to deal with the real world. I'm only an inch high. So I'm not over here going, guys, you need to stop being such Debbie Downers. But I also don't feel like I have anything to add. Getting close. Sometimes being an inch high, the worst problem you have to deal with are giant bugs instead of bureaucracy. All the problems are so big. In the story of the 1-inch samurai, he's only an inch tall, but he has to face off against a 10-foot tall Oni. He's only an inch high. It's very relatable. Hey Chiv, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Just says, all right for now. Today was a homeschool art class I assisted with. It was fun. Oh, that's so nice. That away. And a few hours. Oof. I have some not so fun stuff to do, so I desperately needed that little bit of sunshine this morning. Then I'm glad you got your sunshine. Ooh, woohoo! Chiller says, on a lighter subject, just created my one-shot character, a dwarven cleric named Saint Catrick McPhee, who's Irish, who worships the god Mordred and talks in a funny Irish accent. Oh, excellent. have an absolutely terrible idea for a comedic one-shot character. It could only work as a one-shot and only for like a lighthearted comedy type one, but I have an absolutely terrible idea for one. And like would love to be able to do it sometime. One day. I technically have a list organized by how long of a campaign they could pull off. Like, a lot of the really silly ones are only funny for a one-shot. There is no joke funny enough to last for an entire campaign. But I do also have a concept for a, like, little old lady paladin. And I think that she could handle at least like a 5-level campaign. Probably couldn't go from 1 to 20, but I think she could do a little bit of story. Ooh, Chip's making banana bread. Excellent. I'm gonna have to wrap up soon so I can make dinner. I want, like, the snacks have been nice, but I want real food. Eat me. Luke and I recently went to a local barbecue restaurant. They have, like, they bring a basket of these to your table. Mini cornbread muffins. And they're not gritty. They're super, super soft. I found a copycat recipe online. And the secret ingredient that this person used was instant vanilla pudding mix. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So we went to that restaurant recently and I've been just thinking about it ever since. That was really good stuff. They had those good cornbread muffins. Gotta love a good cornbread muffin. Chip says that's the secret of my pumpkin bread. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I had never heard of such a thing, but yeah. I've been desperately trying to find an instant vanilla pudding mix that Luke can eat, and I haven't found one yet. I want to make these. Said I normally can't stand cornbread because it's got that grit and just falls apart too easy. I don't like how gritty and crumbly it is. But oh my gosh, those little muffins. They're very dangerous. I might have to look into that. At minimum, powdered milk would probably make a big difference. But also, we might just have to go back to that restaurant again soon. I was a happy, happy princess. So that's 5, so I need 4 more. This is making me hungry. Yep. This is why I need to wrap up soon. I'm getting hungry, and I'm gonna drag everybody else along with me. Ooh. All right, last one. Then I'm gonna slice them up and see if I got the achievement, and then we'll wrap up. Ciation says Amazon has gluten-free instant pudding mix. Hey, Ciation, people were asking about you. Okay, it's gluten-free, but is it organic and doesn't have any weird ingredients in it? This is the challenge. So close. I need 9 more frogs. Tired and introverting. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Ooh. Alright. And getting there. Wine does much better. If I catch 9 more frogs, then I will know for sure if this achievement can be achieved using frogs. I am very invested in this. Luke, do you want to start preheating the oven? You can get things started. got the one for catching 200 fish. Have I really? Okay. I will take it. I'm not mad. Even if I don't get the meat one, I got the one for 200 fish. I'm happy. Yay, dopamine. Have I really? But Eric's joining in on the puns today. You have a very punny audience. Okay, 3 more. So close, come on. I did not think I'd be able to get the 200 fish achievement on stream. I thought for sure I was gonna have to set like 4 hours off stream aside to just fish. Luke says girls just want to have fun. Goofy. Oh, golly. And they're off. The storm of puns has begun. Okay, so I've confirmed that you cannot get that achievement using the frogs. Sad. But I got the 200 fish achievement, so I'm still happy. Okay. So I'm gonna call it here for today. I don't actually know when I'll be back on Monday. I've got some different plans that are all up in the air. So I will be back on Monday. It'll either be 3 or 6. I'll put it in the Discord. But until then, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so glad that you were able to spend this time with me. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.